miles north of downtown Sonora, resting in the Sierra Nevada foliage, sits the Oak Pavilion. It's the home of the 93 state champions, 13-time Central Valley Conference champions, and the home of the Columbia College Claim Jumpers. Welcome inside the Oak Pavilion, the home of Columbia College. I'm the voice of choice, Levi Flores. My crew today, Jeremy Hurtado on the controls. We have Mason Phillips and Claude Parkin on the cameras. I'm glad to be joining you here in, what is Sonora, California, Columbia, just right next door. Basically a baseball throwaway, and this is our Super Saturday pregame show. Super Saturday coming up February 7th with a slate of fantastic games throughout Northern California, including Lincoln of Stockton going to be there. Yeah, San Joaquin Memorial, Venture Academy, and plenty more. Chris Babcock will be on the call on a couple of those, so make sure to join us at Delta College in Stockton, hosted by Venture Academy, sponsored by NorCal Sports TV. Once again, the Super Saturday pregame show inside the Oak Pavilion. The Claim Jumpers coming in with an overall record of 17-4 in conference play. 7-0 after the fantastic victory they got on Wednesday night against College of Sequoias. You have the head coaching battle between Coach Rob Hoyt and, of course, on the other side, I'm not going to name him. He took a loss here, and we can leave it at that. But great friends of NorCal Sports TV, great friends of Coach Hoyt. But when it comes to the court, they are foes. They're enemies. And in this battle, it was Coach Hoyt winning that game with a three-point shot to hit at the buzzer, and now they move on. And you like to see those victories, you like to see those wins, but this is why you play the game. You go on to the next one, and in a game where Fresno City last time got whomped on down in the Central Valley, they come up here trying to return the favor. And with Columbia,
this broadcast of Columbia College basketball is
know what is going to happen. That last game against Fresno came on January 7th, where Columbia took a victory 107-65, shooting 56% from the field, 50% from the three-point arc. That's 13 of 26. And Columbia this year has one of the most homegrown teams they've had in a long time, and most likely most homegrown they've had under head coach Hoyt. A lot of the times you have multiple players coming from Florida, but this time you have multiple players that were born and raised right here in Tuolumne County. So it's going to be interesting to see in a game where last time they won by 42 points, if we're going to see a little bit more of those hometown kids in a packed pavilion. And that's exactly what Columbia wanted today. They wanted to pack the pavilion. Me and my producer talking before the game said this is the most people we've seen in the Oak Pavilion in my lifetime. For Jeremy, maybe a little more. He said since 96 was the last time he saw this many people inside the Oak Pavilion. And so the backing of these fans for the Claim Jumpers, we'll see if that can boost them over the top of the Fresno City Rams. But before we get there, here's a word from your local NorCal Sports TV sponsor.
This broadcast of Columbia College basketball is brought to you by Canepa and Sons Drilling. Canepa and Sons Drilling, to get the most expert staff of well drillers and pump installation technicians, you can count on our more than 30 years of experience to properly work on your well. Family owned and operated since 1981. Give them a call at 209-532-1136.
Minner's Tree Company. Contact us for all your tree service, lot clearing, and defensible space needs. Minner's Tree Company is locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience serving Tuolumne County and surrounding areas. California licensed and fully insured. Check us out at minnerstreecompany.com or give us a call at 209-591-3746.
Super Saturday pregame show as we are about to introduce the starting five on both sides. Squabbletown, Columbia College wearing their whites, and Fresno in the red. Columbia once again coming in at 17-4 overall. They are at 81% from field goal percentage. Unbelievable numbers put up once again by one of Coach Hoyt's teams. 43% from the outside, 63% from the free throw line, 31% from three, 41 rebounds per game, and 17 assists. They are on a 8-game winning streak. And on the other side for Fresno City, 7-14. They put up 71 points per game, 41% from the field, 31% from three, 73% at the free throw line, which is one of the top 10 in the state. Rebounding-wise, 24 rebounds a game, and when you compare that to Columbia, 41 rebounds a game to 24. Columbia is one of the best in rebounding, and we'll get to that a little bit later, but Hassan Huff, the 6'7" sophomore out of Antioch, played for the Vanden Vikings, is the main reason why they have that rebounding number. We have 1 minute until tip-off, and we'll be here for it on NorCal Sports TV. Flame Jumpers' last loss fell back in 2025. It was December 20th, only taking a 3-point loss to Modesto, the other school in the YCCD, 85-82. And Modesto being in one of the top teams in the state, you look at that loss and say, okay, it was just a 3-point game. Early in the season, you don't want that to weigh on you moving forward, and it certainly hasn't, as Columbia has been on an 8-game winning streak heading into conference play. They started against Fresno City with that 107-65 victory, rolled over Merced, Reedley, Lemoore all the way through, and then taking their closest game of conference play against College of Sequoias on Wednesday, 76-73. And they're back inside the Oak Pavilion as Alex Hoyt on the microphone inside, producing the starting five for today. We'll look at Fresno City first, though. E.J. Johnson, number one, the sophomore guard from Fresno, played at Hoover. You have Xavier Francis, the freshman guard out of Brooklyn, New York. Cheaton Gill, the freshman guard from Clovis. Veron Mitchell, the freshman guard from Fresno. And then Rylan Ortiz, the freshman center, standing at 6'9", out of Clovis, played at Clovis North. And on the other side, for your Columbia College Claim Jumpers, you have number one, E.J. Campbell, the 6'2", sophomore guard from Hayward, played at Mountain House, had plenty of options to play junior college basketball over there, and he said, you know what, I want to be on one of the best teams in the state. I'm going to go to Columbia. I'm going to be a claim jumper, and so he made his way over to Tuolumne to be a part of this magnificent team. Alongside him, you have number 3, Dylon Hanna, the 6'2", freshman guard from Coconut Creek, Florida. Hassan Huff, the forward. Number 5, the sophomore from Antioch. Deron White, the 5'9" freshman guard out of Sacramento. And then Dre Footman, number 23, the freshman forward from Jacksonville, Florida. That is the starting five for the Claim Jumpers as both teams set to take the tip. It's Rylan Ortiz, the 6'9" center for Fresno City. And on the other side, it is Hassan Huff, the 6'7" forward, tipping for the Claim Jumpers, who win it into the grasp of Hanna. And bringing it up court will be Deron White to start it off. Corner 3, trying to start where he left off on Wednesday. Unfortunately, battles off the rim and heads the other direction with Xavier Francis at the helm. The guard out of Brooklyn, New York. Fresno City in the bottom 3 of the conference, standing at 2-5 in conference play. Moving the ball efficiently, trying to find the dump down low. Got one man off his feet. In the paint a long time. Hoyt calling for a travel. The Rams continue to move the ball as the shot clock's at 3. Needs to get something off. Huff on the defense. They're not aware of the clock. Didn't even look to shoot. Trying to go one-on-one and can't go anywhere. Xavier Francis, the freshman guard, gets caught up trying to go with the single pressure and turns the ball over on their first possession. Deron White takes it down for Columbia in their second possession. Huff caught on the low block. The ball goes up, and so does the hand into the body of Huff to earn the first foul for Fresno City. Put him at the line shooting 2. 63.7% at the free throw line this season for the Claim Jumpers. Huff's first one, able to drop right through. Columbia 15th in the state for free throw attempts per game, 24.2 on average. But when it comes to their percentage, they're 89th at 63%. Huff able to start it off good. 2 for 2, a charity stripe because they're free, and Huff makes it seem so. 2-0 start for the Claim Jumpers, 1 minute into play in the first half. Fresno City will keep it on the outside. One man setting a screen. They're trying to get Huff off the defensive pressure. Hand goes up in the face of the shooting Cheaton Gill. Ball goes off the front iron into the hands of the Claim Jumpers. Going off the reverse is Huff. And the Jumper fans making noise. You can hear this all the way in downtown Sonora, over 3 miles away. Mitchell slings it to the corner for Dominic Cummings. And then a foul. This will be on Columbia's Dylon Hanna, the 6'2" freshman guard from Coconut Creek, Florida. That'll be the first against Columbia. Rather, they put this foul on E.J. Campbell instead. He's the 6'2" sophomore from Hayward. And now the catalyst on the inbound is Dominic Cummings. He finds his man high. That's Rylan Ortiz. On the dribble drive, defensive pressure goes up, enough to make a miss. That was Dre Footman getting up in the air, denying every lane possible. And here in the Oak Pavilion, the guest score, usually you have the goose egg, a big old 0, but Columbia says, enough with that, we'll just keep it completely blank. So 4 to an empty score. Inside the paint, spinning out of it, comes up short as Huff. Rebound Williams, the point guard from Bullard High School. Blocked from behind. Dre Footman with back-to-back denials. Stepping into a 3. Looks good. Is good. E.J. Campbell. 7-0 start for Columbia. 4 points belong to Huff. He was the only scorer until E.J. Campbell got the green light. In front of the Claim Jumper bench, backing down is Ron Mitchell. Caught in the short corner, has to get rid of it as he's sandwiched between white jerseys. A sidestep 3, goes pogoing off the back iron. Huff bringing it down with the pressure from Mark Williams. E.J. Campbell looking for another. That goes a tad long, the ball being fought for. It'll be last touched by Dylon Hanna. As we'll get the first substitutions, it'll be Fresno City, already looking a little winded. Heading to the bench is Mark Williams, and in return will be Terrell Sutherland. The wing freshman forward from Fresno played at Roosevelt. Hoping to get the scoring going for the Rams, but right now the Claim Jumpers protecting their land. Their leading scorer is E.J. Johnson, 13.7 points per game. Shooting 45% from the field, and Fresno City will be stopped again with relative ease. Deron White going head-to-head against Cummings as the ball continues to move outside. Campbell driving, left hand, got it! A nice soft kiss off the glass, and after a 9-0 start, the Claim Jumper fans off their feet, and it'll be a timeout to Fresno City as we get another look at E.J. Campbell making a fool of the defense.
Minners Tree Company. Contact us for all your tree service, lot clearing, and defensible space needs. Minners Tree Company is locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience serving Tuolumne County and surrounding areas. California licensed and fully insured. Check us out at minnerstreecompany.com or give us a call at 209-591-3747.
9-0 start for the Claim Jumpers as we are just over 3 minutes into play. I'm the voice of choice, Levi Flores. Great to be back with you, and the crowd as well in the building, the Oak Pavilion, absolutely packed, which was what they were looking to do. Continuing in conference play in the Central Valley Conference, 13-time Central Valley Conference champions. As out of the break, Fresno City will finally take a little pressure off as Veron Mitchell able to knock one down from mid-range. Veron Mitchell team's third leading scorer with 12.5 points per game. 10 seconds to shoot for Columbia. Huff, triple teamed. Tries to get it to the corner. He's wide open. Unfortunately, gets intercepted halfway there. Still not going to matter. Flame jumper offense, near unstoppable. Dylon Hanna going right at it. He's the team's second leading scorer with 15.4 points per game. He actually averages more points in the last 8 games than overall against these conference foes. Making a fool as we get a block from behind. There's Dylon Hanna doing it on both ends. A two-way player scores on one end, gets it back for the jumpers. The drive, defense stays right in front of him, and getting the hometown roll is Asan Huff. Asan Huff, 14.1 points per game. The number everybody wants to look at when it comes to Asan Huff is the rebounds. 17.3 rebounds per game in conference play. 19.3. Absolute monster, overtaking the record books when it comes to rebounding in Columbia. Johnny Jones entered for Columbia and gets an assist off the bat. Once again, finding Dylon Hanna. Another score for him. A quick whistle on the other side. This will go defensively against Columbia. Be the second foul on the team, and the first against the freshly entered Johnny Jones. Jones, the freshman guard out of Vallejo, played at Fairfield. Here's the inbound. He's open. Huff takes his time getting over there. He's not going to look to shoot, so you can play off just a little bit more. Hesitating at the top, guarded by Hanna. Here's the drive, the step through, pops it up, bounces out, another rebound. This is into the hands of Blake Colbert, the freshman forward from Mountain House. Modesto Christian High School is where he played, alongside, currently riding on the bench, Rye Atkins, homegrown player to Tuolumne County. Campbell steps in front, swatted at, and denied. My goodness, the defense by Columbia not allowing anything inside the paint. Campbell, the first pressure to make him bring the ball down, has to bring it up off his balance, and right there, met at level 10. It was Blake Colbert. Ball stays with Fresno City as the shot clock started from 20. It's now down to 13. Nothing allowed on the inside. Now here's the drive. Colbert going at him again. This time it's able to creep right up and through. Jones waits on the left side wing. Hanna. Now to Campbell. Hesitates. Now pulls. Cummings slows it up to the corner. Goes weak side. Stripped away. Stays with the Rams to a wide open shooter. Hits the bullseye. It's Cheaton Gill. Fresno City also coming off of a win against Porterville. They played down at Porterville. 69-62 was that victory. They want to start a streak, as they haven't had much of a large streak this season. Trying to battle back to their way at the top of the Central Valley Conference after little inside workings stopped them from going any further. They had a couple of years struggling, now trying to get themselves back on top. But when you see Columbia and College of Sequoias, they're always the number 1 and number 2. Merced trying to make a statement for being at the top of the Central Valley Conference. Mike Teal a couple of years ago being the face of that team, but with junior college basketball, you only have them for 2 years and they have to move on. It's about bringing in those players, and both Columbia and COS are two teams that always are able to get players where they are at. And Coach Hoyt, I've been able to talk to some of his players, and he just gives it to him plainly. If you want to come here to play basketball, then you come here to play basketball. If you want anything else, then you probably shouldn't be here. And all of these players showing up to play the game, and that shows from just their record alone. Here's a drive. Has to give it up. Inside the paint, falling to the hardwood and staying on the hardwood. Slow to get up as a claim jumper as Fresno City was heading the other way, and the Rams coaching staff putting their hands on their head saying, that's their player that's down. If we get that ball heading the other direction on a fast break, you have to let us play that out. Once we score, once they get the ball back, or if it's a dead ball, you can stop that clock. But if not, then you can't do that. But the coaching staff still talking to the officials right now as claim jumper still down underneath the hoop. That is Blake Colbert, the 6'8" freshman. Looks like Colbert will get back to his feet as Coach Hoyt makes his way over there. Looks a little shaken up, walking not gingerly at all, so give him a little bit of time, get over to the bike in the corner, and hopefully we'll see him, if not in this first half, hopefully in the second. But right now, Columbia takes 15-7 lead with 12:06 left on the clock in the first. Rye Atkins in the game for Columbia as the drive down the baseline will be stopped. They get a second chance, but nothing going for Fresno City. Atkins wearing the number 25, gets the pass in the corner and catches that right heel on the black line out of bounds. Trying to use that to push himself towards the rim to get in front of the defenders, and unfortunately doesn't watch his footing. A travel. Took too many steps. Mark Williams turns the ball over, and Columbia will get this back. They'll get more Rams into the game for substitutions. Flame jumpers will stick with their same five. Atkins in the far left corner. Jones with it at the top now as he hands it off to Aaron Young. Atkins outside, hesitates. Now trying to get to the middle. The ball comes out. Three on the way. Got it! Aaron Young, the freshman guard from Florin, California. Aaron Young, just 6 points per game, but they're well needed. Team scores 81 points per game. They shoot 43% from the field. You don't need players to score a lot of points as long as the scoring is happening. Last year, Columbia had the number one junior college player in California, Rashad Bradley, led in scoring, moved on since after making his way past the sophomore level. Now Coach Hoyt bringing in a couple more players. You can't necessarily take the place of one single player, but you can bring in with other elements, match him with other players' abilities, and still keep your team at the top of the leaderboard and the top of the rankings in the 3C2A. Pair of free throws falls down for Fresno City as they have cut the lead in half, 18-9. E.J. Campbell will be leading this claim jumper offense now. Down, waiting on the block, is Dre Footman. Atkins asking for it, gets it up and down. Now going one-on-one with a little right-hand floater. That's Rye Atkins. The drive, Atkins leaves his feet, now stands up. Stop the drive from Xavier Francis. Trying to go one-on-one, nothing going. They have to result in another three. This laser beams back out to an offensive board. Multiple opportunities and finally falling through. Atkins pulls for three. He's got it. Atkins, bottom. 5 straight points for Rye Atkins out of Tuolumne. Spent some time at the local Somerville High, went over to Modesto Christian to play for Bryce Fantasia, who has now moved his way to the junior college level at Modesto Junior College. Another battle down low. Fresno City able to get more second chance points. Say one of the ugliest things in basketball is an offensive rebound. And you know why? Because offense, you miss a shot. You don't want to see that. And then defensively, you're going to allow the team that just shot the ball to get the ball back. That's why it's so ugly. Both sides of the ball are not doing what they're supposed to be doing. That's why it's so ugly. And on back-to-back possessions, Fresno City able to get those second chance opportunities and get back-to-back scores to put this game back to 10. Right now on the other side for the Claim Jumpers, it's Aaron Young. Guard looking to earn his points one by one. Aaron Young started the season 60% from the free throw line. Since starting conference play, he's only gotten there 6 times, connecting on 3. And here today, he goes 1 of 2, as that 50% conference shooting will continue at the free throw line for Young. 24-13, under 9 minutes to play in the first half. Fresno City's offense has certainly picked up. It started with a 9-0 run to Columbia. For Fresno City was able to score their first basket, and here E.J. Campbell trying to roam around the screen from Ortiz. Not able to do so easily as there is a little bit of movement and called for the offensive foul will be Ortiz. That's his first in between all 5 Rams on the court right now. They all have 1 foul apiece. And another one will be picked up. This goes on Hudson Swaim, the sophomore guard from Vancouver, Canada. Deep ball from Curry's court. Off the front iron. Doing some work inside, and you would consider that textbook defense from Blake Colbert, but unfortunately he raised his hand just a little too late. If he had his hands up a half second earlier to solidify his positioning, he would have been fine. But the shooter was going up as he was raising his hands, and so taking that bump into the elbow, that's going to be called a foul, and that is the correct call. But if he got there a half second earlier, said, this is my space, I'm here before he's going up, it would have been great defense. It wouldn't have gone in, it wouldn't have had a chance, and Columbia could have had the chance to snag that board. But unfortunately, Colbert picking up his first foul. It's the 4th on the team, a couple away from putting Fresno City in the bonus. But right now, the Rams just 1 foul away from getting the Claim Jumpers to go 1 for 1 moving forward. Atkins had 2 straight possessions scoring, trying to find himself open. He does. Another 3, falling to the ground and connecting. It's Rye Atkins. 8 points. The game's leading scorer. (27-15). The Rams making their way down low, trying to draw some contact. Nothing going as Deron White standing in his way, not biting to bring down the arms, avoiding fouls at all costs, forcing the Rams to miss again. Here's E.J. Campbell. He'll yo-yo at the top as here's White now. Going to the middle, backdoor pass, reverse lay. Oh my! Dylon Hanna forces the Rams to call another timeout. 6 points for Hanna, 29 for the Claim Jumpers, and just 15 for the Rams. You're watching Claim Jumper Basketball on NorCal Sports TV.
Roberson CPA's passion is helping people achieve business success and financial independence. While we certainly provide traditional accounting services such as tax preparation, payroll, and bookkeeping, we also offer a variety of advisory services to help with business planning, Social Security decisions, income and asset growth, tax efficiency, and much more. Benton Roberson CPAs is here to help our clients achieve their goals through a generational relationship and wealth building. We hope to see you soon.
Super Saturday coming up next Saturday. NorCal Sports TV brings you all the games live on YouTube and on demand if you want to go back and watch them later. But you can also be there. Delta College in Stockton, February 7th. It's hosted by Venture Academy, but it's at Delta College. Make sure you put that in your notes. There are a great slate of 6 games, all teams from Northern California. You don't want to miss the action. It's one of our longest running events on NorCal Sports TV. We always get some of the best teams, and you don't want to miss it, whether you can be there or if you just want to watch online. Follow along with all 6 games. I know Chris Babcock will be on the call for a few. I don't know who else is going to be there, who the crew will be, but it's just some of the best basketball in Northern California. And speaking of the best basketball in Northern California, we're in the Oak Pavilion for Claim Jumper basketball as they lead 29-15 as we have another block. Asan Huff standing at 6'7", using his wingspan to send that ball packing down the foothills. My goodness. Claim Jumpers wanted to pack the pavilion, and Asan Huff says, we're not just going to pack the pavilion, we're also going to pack the Rams. Atkins stays in the game for the Claim Jumpers, and back in is Blake Colbert. He took a fall earlier in this first half. Glad to see him back out there after had to stop the game for a moment. Atkins on a hot streak shooting. Thought he was open. Takes one dribble. Finds the outside with Dylan Hanna. He'll take the 3 as the shot clock hits down to 1. Snags a piece of the rim to reset it at 20. Slinging it over to Atkins. Completes the pass. Signed, sealed, and returned to sender for Atkins. (29-17). Up and down. Colbert leaves his feet. Got a piece of that ball as it was still on the way up. The numbers on blocks in this game for Columbia is astronomical, and it's like my producer said in my ear, speaking of blocks, he got one on the other side. A rare one where Columbia gets denied. Inbound to Atkins from Curry's court. Goes to Huff. He's sandwiched between red jerseys, and there is the travel. Slid that pivot foot. Campbell, Colbert, Huff, Hanna, and Atkins are the 5 for the Claim Jumpers. Cummings, straight down the lane, denied again. This lane is closed. My goodness, palm to leather. And as our good friend Chris Babcock says, you'll hear this next Saturday for Super Saturday, a Wilson burger. A salty, leathery taste you won't find on anyone's menu. And I know Chris knows that I don't like saying that, but in this case, there's so many ways you can say block. And I've come to the point where there's been so many blocks that I've resulted in using Wilson burger. Basketball Wilson burger because it makes you eat it. It's better coming from Chris Babcock. Here's the Rams traveling again. A standstill of scoring for the Columbia offense. They've been held to 29 points for the last 2 minutes. E.J. Campbell will move the offense. He's in the corner. Now the ball's in the middle. Makes him slide on skates as the ball goes backdoor. Huff gets bodied. Corner 3. E.J. Campbell. Nothing but net. Laced it. E.J. Campbell. The team's leading scorer with 19 points per game. He has 8 in the first half. And there it is again. Asan Huff sends that one to the outside. Dylan Hanna, all gas, no brakes. E.J. Campbell. It's another one. Down the hatch. 11 points for Campbell. 6 straight points for the Claim Jumpers. Veron Mitchell calling out the play for the Rams, trying to avoid the pressure, not just from the Claim Jumpers, but also from their fans. Here's the upcourt pass, the left-hand lay. He's got it. Johnny Jones forces another timeout for Fresno City. It's 37-17, and this is Claim Jumper Basketball on NorCal Sports TV.
Minners Tree Company. Contact us for all your tree service, lot clearing, and defensible space needs. Minners Tree Company is locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience serving Tuolumne County and surrounding areas. California licensed and fully insured. Check us out at minnerstreecompany.com or give us a call at 209-591-3747.
Columbia College basketball on NorCal Sports TV up by 20. Just a minute ago, it was 29-17, and now it's 37-17. Fresno City has been avoiding fouls. They don't want to connect down low because the free throws have been falling for Columbia. They get to the free throw line a lot, and so they want to stay away from those fouls, and they've done a good job the last couple of minutes. In Columbia, it doesn't seem like they can pick up a foul on the other side playing defense. They're in the perfect position. They're going up, and they're not relying upon the primary defender. That's one of the biggest thing about blocking shots. If you're one-on-one, the chance of you picking up a foul on the block is huge. But you get a secondary guy coming in where your own player is guarding you from the offensive shooting player. That is the key to blocking shots and not picking up fouls, and that's what Columbia has been doing today. Go back and look at the film. You go to the replays. You have 2 guys that are guarding the shooter. One is one-on-one, just putting pressure, splitting them from the basket. The other rising to the top and denying that ball from finding the net. 4 minutes to play in the Oak Pavilion for the first half. Another shot only finds air. Add some PSI into the ball. We head the other way. Here's Deron White. Johnny Jones down the middle, double teamed. It comes off short. Jones trying to get his own miss, and that's the hustle that Coach Hoyt wants. That's a lot of hustle that every coach wants, but it's kind of lost in the game now. If you miss a shot, go back and get that ball. Follow your shot, get the rebound, or at least attempt to. Avoid fouls at all costs, but if you just let that ball miss and go to the other team, you're not going to get offensive rebounds, you're not going to get second chance opportunities, and ultimately, you're not going to get wins. And in this case, you see Johnny Jones following up his shot. That's why Columbia is 17-4. Here's the inbound for the Rams, down low. Jones on the defense, turnaround Jay, got it to go. That was Veron Mitchell, and you can't ask for better defense than that. You bring an arm down to try to get it in his face or slap the ball out, most likely going to get called for a foul. That's just one that it was great defense, but better offense. Jones picks up his dribble, finds E.J. Campbell. White. Columbia right now trying to find that hole and make a mockery of this Rams defense. They find White. Up and over. This is thrown out of bounds. Last touch by Hassan Huff. Jones on the defense, playing near the timeline. High screen, an open three, still not going to fall. Huff comes in with another rebound. Right now, E.J. Campbell leading with 11 points. This shot from the outside, just off. And another travel to the Rams. That one goes on Dominic Cummings. We're back inside the Oak Pavilion as NorCal Sports TV. Of course, Claim Jumper Basketball has been here the whole time. Make sure to follow up with their schedule. Be here for all the home games you can. And for those who can't be, as we have a foul going up for the slam, he'll get 2 free throws. Will be Aaron Young, the freshman guard. That was the 7th foul against Fresno, so this will be a shooting foul, so he gets 2 instead of going for the 1-and-1. But make sure to stay along with Claim Jumper Basketball, follow their schedule, pack the pavilion when you can, be here for every single home game, and get that crowd energy to push them into the playoffs, get them the highest seed possible, because the fans really do make a difference. And if you can't make it to Columbia to watch the Claim Jumpers play, we're always right here on NorCal Sports TV. Hopefully, if you own a business and want to support Claim Jumper Basketball, you want to continue to watch here on NorCal Sports TV, get a hold of us and sponsor Claim Jumper Basketball. And with that, I want to thank some of the great fans, my parents watching from Alabama. So thanks for watching, Mom and Dad. I know Don Bellotti watching from Sonora. Everyone else on the streaming service. I'm sure Sue Bondurant most likely has the game on as well. 39-19, less than 2 minutes to go in half one. Young gives it to the outside. E.J. Campbell loses his footing and loses possession. The other way goes Mitchell, rising up and lost it. Just a little shy, and you know what I say, whether it's cigarettes or layups, smoking's bad. And there, Mitchell smokes the layup. Bry Atkins set to check back in. He'll take out the team's leading scorer, E.J. Campbell. And Atkins, the number 2 scorer in the game right now with 8 points. Had 2 threes and a bucket from down low. Playing off the low block right now on the opposite side, but instead it'll be Deron White trying to nail one from the outside. Came out loose. Ten seconds on the shot clock. Atkins calling for it, but the defense steps up. Hannah pulling up from mid-range. Ball still loose. Be tracked down by White. Atkins stands in the corner. White now flying it over to the right side wing. Ball movement finds a wide open 3-point shooter in Deron White. A Ram is on the floor. The save is by Huff. Rams go the other way. Going up with the left hand. Hits off the glass, then touched by Young for goaltending. And so the basket will count for the Rams. That'll push them over the 20-point mark as we have less than a minute to play. Atkins spinning out of the pressure. Young, his 3. Got it! Bottoms the 3, and another one for the Claim Jumpers as Young has 9. 2-second differential between shot and game clock. The Rams trying to end half one on a high note. 4 on the outside, 1 down low, and again only finds air. Used to playing in that Fresno air and elevation, and the ball just has a little more up here in the Sierra Nevadas. Shot clock turned off for the Claim Jumpers. Hannah controlling from the right side wing, calling out the play, pushing everyone to the corner. 5 seconds to shoot. Hannah all the way in, lost the handle on the way up. It's going to stay jumper ball with 1.8 on the clock. Catalyst on the inbound will be Deron White. Plenty of options. They try to go up and down to Atkins. He left his feet early. Shot will go up in time. And so we'll have free throws before the teams can head back to the locker room as we have the clock going off. But the junior jumpers make their way out onto the court thinking it's their time to play. But we have a couple of free throws from Dre Footman first as we get another look at that. You see Atkins off his feet early. Footman got it back in control, and that was big. If Atkins touched that ball first, that clock would have started and most likely ran out before Footman can release. But instead, Footman able to see the ball, get up on top of it, and try to make the most of it. They did put 0.5 seconds on the clock. That's when the foul occurred. So Footman will have a second free throw. That'll determine this last bit. Fresno City, they'll get a rebound to Veron Mitchell, but it'll be the Claim Jumpers who lead 42-21. 20 minutes down, 20 more minutes to go. We have more Claim Jumper basketball coming to you on NorCal Sports TV.
This broadcast of Columbia College basketball is brought to you by Canepa and Sons Drilling. Canepa and Sons Drilling, to get the most expert staff of well drillers and pump installation technicians, you can count on our more than 30 years of experience to properly work on your well. Family owned and operated since 1981. Give them a call at 209-532-1136.
Miners Tree Company. Contact us for all your tree service, lot clearing, and defensible space needs. Miners Tree Company is locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience serving Tuolumne County and surrounding areas. California licensed and fully insured. Check us out at minerstreecompany.com or give us a call at 209-591-3747.
Benton Roberson CPA's passion is helping people achieve business success and financial independence. While we certainly provide traditional accounting services such as tax preparation, payroll, and bookkeeping, we also offer a variety of advisory services to help with business planning, social security decisions, income and asset growth, tax efficiency, and much more. Benton Roberson CPAs is here to help our clients achieve their goals through a generational relationship and wealth building. We hope to see you soon.
Miners Tree Company. Contact us for all your tree service, lot clearing, and defensible space needs. Miners Tree Company is locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience serving Tuolumne County and surrounding areas. California licensed and fully insured. Check us out at minerstreecompany.com or give us a call at 209-591-3747.
This broadcast of Columbia College basketball is brought to you by Canepa and Sons Drilling. Canepa and Sons Drilling, to get the most expert staff of well drillers and pump installation technicians, you can count on our more than 30 years of experience to properly work on your well. Family owned and operated since 1981. Give them a call at 209-532-1136.
Miners Tree Company. Contact us for all your tree service, lot clearing, and defensible space needs. Miners Tree Company is locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience serving Tuolumne County and surrounding areas. California licensed and fully insured. Check us out at minerstreecompany.com or give us a call at 209-591-3747.
Benton Roberson CPA's passion is helping people achieve business success and financial independence. While we certainly provide traditional accounting services such as tax preparation, payroll, and bookkeeping, we also offer a variety of advisory services to help with business planning, social security decisions, income and asset growth, tax efficiency, and much more. Benton Roberson CPAs is here to help our clients achieve their goals through a generational relationship and wealth building. We hope to see you soon.
Minner's Tree Company. Contact us for all your tree service, lot clearing, and defensible space needs. Minner's Tree Company is locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience serving Tuolumne County and surrounding areas. California licensed and fully insured. Check us out at minnerstreecompany.com or give us a call at 209-591-3747.
This broadcast of Columbia College basketball is brought to you by Canepa and Sons Drilling. Canepa and Sons Drilling, to get the most expert staff of well drillers and pump installation technicians, you can count on our more than 30 years of experience to properly work on your well. Family owned and operated since 1981. Give them a call at 209-532-1136.
Minner's Tree Company. Contact us for all your tree service, lot clearing, and defensible space needs. Minner's Tree Company is locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience serving Tuolumne County and surrounding areas. California licensed and fully insured. Check us out at minnerstreecompany.com or give us a call at 209-591-3747.
Benton Roberson CPA's passion is helping people achieve business success and financial independence. While we certainly provide traditional accounting services such as tax preparation, payroll, and bookkeeping, we also offer a variety of advisory services to help with business planning, Social Security decisions, income and asset growth, tax efficiency, and much more. Benton Roberson CPAs is here to help our clients achieve their goals through a generational relationship and wealth building. We hope to see you soon.
Minners Tree Company. Contact us for all your tree service, lot clearing, and defensible space needs. Minners Tree Company is locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience serving Tuolumne County and surrounding areas. California licensed and fully insured. Check us out at minnerstreecompany.com or give us a call at 209-591-3747.
This broadcast of Columbia College basketball is brought to you by Canepa and Sons Drilling. Canepa and Sons Drilling, to get the most expert staff of well drillers and pump installation technicians, you can count on our more than 30 years of experience to properly work on your well. Family owned and operated since 1981. Give them a call at 209-532-1136.
Minners Tree Company. Contact us for all your tree service, lot clearing, and defensible space needs. Minners Tree Company is locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience serving Tuolumne County and surrounding areas. California licensed and fully insured. Check us out at minnerstreecompany.com or give us a call at 209-591-3747.
Benton Roberson CPA's passion is helping people achieve business success and financial independence. While we certainly provide traditional accounting services such as tax preparation, payroll, and bookkeeping, we also offer a variety of advisory services to help with business planning, social security decisions, income and asset growth, tax efficiency, and much more. Benton Roberson CPAs is here to help our clients achieve their goals through a generational relationship and wealth building. We hope to see you soon.
Minners Tree Company. Contact us for all your tree service, lot clearing, and defensible space needs. Minners Tree Company is locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience serving Tuolumne County and surrounding areas. California licensed and fully insured. Check us out.
This broadcast of
Longtime claim jumper fan Jeremy Peterson, always in the house and always in our way, but we're not going to get him for that one. very vocal about claim jumper basketball. He's here every single home game, and we haven't been able to see him over the last couple of years because we, as NorCal Sports TV, haven't been here. But what you can do to help that is get a sponsor so that we can be here. We want to bring you claim jumper basketball, and if I could, I would do it for free, but we got some other guys that are money hungry, Jeremy. No, I'm just kidding. But we do need sponsors to make claim jumper basketball happen on NorCal Sports TV, and if you could never not make it to Columbia College to watch a game, that's why we are here, to bring that to you from the comfort of your own home. If you're on a road trip, if you're traveling somewhere else, or if you live out of state and can't be here in person, that's why we are here at NorCal Sports TV. And we hope to bring you more athletics in Tuolumne County and Northern California as the years go on. We keep progressing, and we want Columbia, where we started, to be one of the focal points. And as we get started here for the second half, it's Claim Jumpers 42, Fresno City 21 in the first half. The Claim Jumpers were led by E.J. Campbell with 11 points, and off the bench, Rye Atkins, 8 points. They looked to him on the final play of the first half. Unfortunately, he jumped a little too soon, but then on the backside, it was Dre Footman able to get the ball back in his hands, go to the free throw line, but not able to add any from there. And that's where we start half number 2, 42-23, after Fresno City capitalizes on their first possession. Claim Jumpers back in offensive control. Huff trying to find the back door to Dre Footman, but it goes off the foot of a Ram. Rylan Ortiz going over to the official and saying, well, I didn't kick the ball, it went off my knee. And the official saying, well, you led with the leg, you went in a motion to stop the ball, and that is a kickball violation. So that's why the whistle was blown. Claim Jumpers with it, 10 to shoot. On the outside here is Dylon Hanna. Now to Huff as the ball continues to move on, sweeping on the outside. 5 to shoot now. E.J. Campbell pulls up for 3, and heavy traffic comes up short and out of bounds. Ortiz from the corner. Cheaton Gill unable to hit from deep. Deron White was his primary defender. The screen was set high for him to slow up going around. Led to the open shot, but outside shooting just not falling for Fresno City. Ball moves forward. The Rams on the block. White with great defensive pressure. Here's another one from Gill. If you missed the first one, make sure the second falls down. It's the same spot, and the Rams off to a quick 5-0 start. Got the defense to jump. Now fading away. The short corner jumper won't fall. Offensive board put back off the side, looking for a foul. Nothing going to go as Ortiz comes away with it. Going for the right-hand jam. The ball won't go, but he will try to earn his points one by one from the free throw line as E.J. Campbell picks up his second. It'll be Xavier Francis, team's second leading scorer on the season at 13.3 points per game. Not an outside shooter. He's only attempted 3 on the year. Likes to drive in, get those high percentage buckets when possible. And the team as a whole, 31% from the outside. Not a fantastic outside shooting team. They're 59th in the state for three-point percentage. On attempts per game, they're 86th, attempting only 16 per game. Up and down to Huff, going back door. Tried to force it, gets batted, but it finds the hands of Blake Colbert, who then gets fouled going up. He'll get 2. It's the first foul against Xavier Francis, who just got fouled on the other end. Colbert unable to connect on the first. He's a 53% free throw shooter. In conference play, he's only missed 3, going 9 of 12, but on the season, 19 of 36. One of the few players to play in all 22 games this season. 42-27, Fresno City on a hot streak to start the second half, just like the Claim Jumpers started the first. It was a 9-0 start. Claim Jumpers still haven't scored in the second half till now. Hassan Huff, rather. He now has 8 in this battle, 44-27. Fresno City still trying to close that gap. Standing on the logo, yo-yoing is Cummings. Guarded against Johnny Jones, but the ball continues to move down to Rylan Ortiz, who then gets fouled by Blake Colbert. Say he got the arms on the back, made a little too much contact, and that'll be the third against Colbert, the second on the team in the second half. Coach Hoyt letting him stay in play as of now. They do have a couple of great backups that have certainly shown themselves in this game as Colbert denies the attempt. Veron Mitchell trying to get one over the long arms of Colbert, but standing at 6'8", one of the tallest on the team, you're not going to get something past him easily. Hannah all the way, not going to go. Hangs on the rim and falls off. Mitchell takes the baseline, goes over Ortiz, the southpaw drop in. Back to a 15-point game. Ortiz's second made basket. Huff will bring it across the timeline with a second to spare. Jones on the attack. Goes up over Ortiz with a soft kiss off the glass. The drive right down the middle. Colbert gets him low on the body. That'll pick up his fourth, and Coach Hoyt will send over Rye Atkins to check in. So Colbert will come out of play for the Claim Jumpers, and so will Dylon Hanna, and in his place, E.J. Campbell will make his second half return. So it's Campbell, Atkins, Huff, White, and Jones, the 5 on the court for the Claim Jumpers. White at the top. Jones on the drive. Somehow gets the shot off, fumbling his way all the way through. Puts down another. Cummings keeping it himself, flying it to the corner for Mitchell. Atkins lets him drive the baseline. He's cut off by the second-hand help of Huff. 3 from the outside, won't go off the hands of Gill. Another attack. Cummings, his 3. Bounces off the rim, takes a hard bounce as Huff hits the deck, tripped up by Ortiz. No whistle. The Claim Jumpers will slow down their offense and let the rest of the men get down court. It'll be Huff off the block, Campbell in one corner, Atkins in the other. It goes to Campbell. His 3. Short, front iron. Out to another offensive rebound. That's Huff, who sets up White. That hangs on. Jones underneath. Won't go, but earns his points from the free throw line. Offensive rebound, and then a foul. Third time's the charm. Offensive rebounds by Columbia. You have to credit Hassan Huff. Right now, they are 7th in the state for offensive rebounds per game, sitting at 15. And for Hassan Huff, 17 rebounds per game. He has 141 total offensive rebounds, 204 defensive rebounds. Those numbers, just for rebounds alone, are astronomical. And then you look at just offensive alone, 141 rebounds through 22 games. Or that's 21 games, not including what he has today. It is unbelievable. Corner 3 in front of the Ram bench. Bottom. Rams sticking around that 15, 16-point mark in the second half as we're just over 5 minutes into play. Jones sets up for a 3 himself, trying to answer back, and he does. Hudson Swaim picked up the phone, had a 3, On the other end, the claim jumpers go, oh, well, we'll pick it up as well. Claim jumper fans asking for a travel, but a fist went in the air from one of the white and black stripes, picking up a third foul against E.J. Campbell. Inbound. Shoulder into the chest of Jones. Can't connect on the shot. Huff getting past two Rams before having to slow up. Deron White trying to fight past Cummings. Comes up short. Huff sneaking a hand into the body of Cummings. The Rams will move it down, just fast break after fast break. It'll be Swaim again. This one rims out. Atkins from the top, looking towards E.J. Campbell. Gets it to him. Atkins swings into the corner, has some separation, but Campbell goes the other way to White. He gets picked off. A no jump shot by the Rams. Comes out to Jones. They got a 2-on-1. Jones will take it down. A body to the floor and an offensive foul. Claim jumper fans not liking this call, but Swaim got in front. We'll get a closer look at this. Jones going back and forth. He was entitled to his lane, moving a little bit. But by the rules of basketball, he was still in his own lane that he traveled down in. Officials got the right call. 53-34, 13 minutes left. Flying away from the basket and just trying to rope that one down. Atkins gives it up to the corner. Aaron Young, yes! Laces the nylon. That's what some people would call a perfect shot as the net folded into itself. From the top, another three for the Rams will pogo up and out. Swatted away, and one thing coaches will tell you, if you're going up for a rebound, get up there with both hands. Get that ball back in your control. If you swat it away, you don't know where it's going to go, and in this case for the Rams, they swat it right into the hands of the claim jumpers. The attack against Atkins. Swats at him and picks up the foul. The first foul against Atkins, as we'll get a closer look at this. He was just off his positioning. In that case, of course, you have Atkins as the primary defender. He needs to stay in front, but you had Deron White just on the side. If he's able to close off that lane, you can't attack that way. You can try to split them both, but your chances are slim. So White comes over, blocks off that area. Then that shooter won't get the opportunity, and both defenders can just go straight up and down instead of going to the free throw line. Mitchell takes the free throws, then exits. He has 5 points in this game. Coach Hoyt calling out the play. Backdoor, Campbell up and over Swaim, and another offensive foul. That is the fourth against E.J. Campbell. And the seventh team foul on Columbia through 8 minutes, 12 seconds of play. Swaim getting into position. Second charge in the matter of 5 minutes. E.J. Campbell playing with 4 fouls. More great defense by the claim jumpers. Pulling that one off is Hannah. Fresno City in the bonus moving forward. And now we got a timeout called by Coach Hoyt. They have 24 seconds on the shot clock and 11 minutes, 21 seconds left on the game clock as we continue with Claim Jumper Basketball on NorCal Sports TV.
This broadcast of Columbia College basketball is brought to you by Canepa and Sons Drilling. Canepa and Sons Drilling, to get the most expert staff of well drillers and pump installation technicians, you can count on our more than 30 years of experience to properly work on your well. Family owned and operated since 1981. Give them a call at 209-532-1136.
56-35, the Claim Jumpers in the lead over the Central Valley Conference opponent, the Fresno City Rams. Looking at this, Columbia at the top of the Central Valley, 7-0. Overall, they're 17-4 on a 8-game winning streak, and their last loss was all the way back on December 20th before the new year against Modesto Junior College, the Pirates. That was an 85-82 loss, and you come away from that game and you go, okay, yes, there is an L right there on our record books. It's a loss, but you stay within 3 points of one of the top teams in the state. They're number 7. And then you go a couple games later, you defeat the number 6 team in the state, the College of Sequoia Giants, who had a 17-3 record. You go, all right, it just didn't fall our way that time. Maybe we didn't play our best game. We didn't make the stops that we needed. And so you lose that game, but you go on an 8-game winning streak. You're trying to boost your way up in the rankings and get yourself a couple of home playoff games, hoping to make your way into that Elite 8, that Final 4, and then maybe eventually that state championship, which they're still looking for their first one since 1993 when head coach Denny I was at the helm, and hoping to make it over 30 years later. Current standings in the 3C2A. Las Positas, as of January 27th, was the number 1 team. San Francisco was number 2. And on Wednesday on NorCal Sports TV, we brought you that game. Chris Babcock was on the call. You can go back and watch that anytime on demand. But San Francisco being the number 2 team playing in Livermore at Las Positas, you thought this is going to be a great game. It's the number 1 versus number 2. Well, City College of San Francisco has had that number 1 spot for years and years and years. They may not win the state championship every year, but you best believe that they are going to be in the Elite 8. They're going to be in the Final 4, and the chances are they're going to be that number 1 team in NorCal. So going into Livermore with Las Positas being number 1, they said, hey, we're going to go out here. We are going to play our game. We're not going to make mistakes, and we're not going to give the Hawks any chance to beat us. And sure enough, San Francisco had over a 20-point victory. You go down, the number 1 team in the Central Valley based on rankings is College of Sequoia is at number 6. We assume that is going to change as the next ranking poll comes out, as Columbia stands at number 14, taking down COS a couple days ago. You have the I family coaching tree. You have the I family at San Jose. That's Devin, and he has San Jose at number 12. They're 17-4, and they are the team that took down West Valley in overtime, and that game is also on NorCal Sports TV. You can go back and watch them. And then you got Tyson I down at Allen Hancock. They are tied number 30th in the state with 4 other teams at 14-8. Their previous ranking was number 28, but they took another loss to drop them down. And just looking at the rankings and who Columbia has played, who they have stuck with, they have a real chance to be in that top 10. And depending on the seeding commission, we'll have Columbia right here back in the postseason. 56-40, Fresno City on the reverse, smokes the layup, but the putback is through. That's Xavier Francis with another made basket. He has 12 in the game. A foul as Atkins was trying to take the lane. That'll be on the ground, and the team's 4th foul on Fresno City. It's the 2nd against Mark Williams. Looking a little more at the Central Valley Conference, we've talked about Columbia, we've talked about COS, but number 3 right now, the Merced College Blue Devils. 5-2 in conference play, and what has been known as one of the toughest conferences in the state. They've slacked off just a little bit with some of the teams at the bottom, but Merced, 8-13 overall record, but in conference 5-2. And that's something that you have to look at. Merced is a sleeper team. They can give a couple of losses to Columbia, College of Sequoias, if they're not careful. And that's why you have to take every game seriously. You have Fresno City coming in, who's 2-5 in conference, 7-14 overall. Just because they're one of the bottom 3 teams in the conference doesn't mean you can't come out and try to play your best game, because right now, in 15 points with 9 minutes to go, you've seen what Columbia has been able to do with teams prior. You always have to play that best game. And another offensive foul. That's the third in this game. And the third of the second half, as that is double bonus territory for Fresno City. But of course, offensive fouls do not put you at the free throw line when you are in the bonus or double bonus. It has to be defensive fouls only. Free throws could win games. I got called out on that a couple of times because I would always say free throws wins games. And I would just repeat it over and over, especially when the free throw game was coming down to the wire and those free throws can change the outcome. But then somebody called me out on it and they said free throws could win games. And boy, is that not a more true statement? Did an overtime game down in the valley and a team went 2 of 10 from the free throw line in overtime and lost that game. Free throws could win games. It's not going to win you games, but it could. Jones at the free throw line again for Columbia. Able to drop it through. 14 points for Jones. Mitchell tries to get rid of it, and nowhere near. White to Jones. Favors the high side. That's Young. One-on-one, a lot of contact. Young's going to give it out. White hesitating, giving. Huff on the drive. All 5 red jerseys within a 5-foot span of him. He gives it off to Colbert. Dumps it in. That's his first made basket. And you look at what Blake Colbert has done. His name has been mentioned time and time and time again. A lot of defensive ways. That doesn't mean that he's not an offensive player. It doesn't mean he can't score. It's just his position on the court. Stop the ball from going in the basket the other way. And when you have a chance, you got the ball on the block, nobody's near you, put that thing through the net. Back to a 20-point lead for Columbia. A chance to make it higher. Friendly fire. Jones up and in, and a foul. Deron White, not even past the logo, just 4 Squabbletown employees coming through, and Johnny Jones makes it look easy. Through the contact and all. Possible 3-point play. Before the free throw, it looks like Fresno City wants to talk about it a little more. It's Claim Jumper Basketball on NorCal Sports TV.
Roberson CPA's passion is helping people achieve business success and financial independence. While we certainly provide traditional accounting services such as tax preparation, payroll, and bookkeeping, we also offer a variety of advisory services to help with business planning, social security decisions, income and asset growth, tax efficiency, and much more. Benton Roberson CPAs is here to help our clients achieve their goals through a generational relationship and wealth building. We hope to see you soon.
Super Saturday coming up in a week at Delta College in Stockton. Join us on NorCal Sports TV and join us in person. A 6-game slate of some of the best high school basketball in Northern California. You do not want to miss it. It's one of the longest running NorCal Sports TV events that we've had, and we're glad to have it back. It's hosted by Venture Academy, sponsored by NorCal Sports TV. Such a great time. 17 points for Johnny Jones, the freshman from Vallejo. 67-44. Johnny Jones, by the way, only averaging 8 points per game, having 17 points. A conference matchup. Love to see it. Up and in from Dominic Cummings. Answers right back as Jones will bring it down. Zone defense from Fresno City, leaving a couple of open spots. Columbia taking advantage of it most of the time, just like now, but Young missing on the first attempt, and then it's Colbert putting it back the second time, and that's just his second made basket. Both of them have come in the last 2 minutes. Corner three, open for Cummings. Able to rattle it through. Fresno City called that timeout just a minute ago, hoping to lower this battle from that 20-point mark, but Columbia not shying away, making the most of their possessions. And just a couple years ago, Columbia had one of the lowest possession counts in the entire state for 3C2A basketball. Coach Hoyt said, we're going to make every single possession count. We're going to score as much as possible. And they made great use of it. They made the playoffs, unfortunately falling short in their postseason run to City College of San Francisco. Here's another drive. Huff trying to get there from behind, but the offense beats him out. Jones again down the middle, adding to his total. He has 19. E.J. Campbell ready to come back in for Columbia. Remember, he's playing with 4 fouls, and so is Colbert. The drive, the jump stop, the give. Francis underneath. Oh my, clamped at the top to force the jump ball. Asan Huff just knows how to find leather. A lot of cases that's going to be a foul, but Huff has the height to see the top of the ball, put his palm on top. And with the alternating possession, that favors Columbia. Halfway through the shot clock, here's E.J. Campbell at the top. Huff trying to back down against Mitchell. Lost the handle, and there is the foul. That'll be the 7th against Fresno City and put Columbia shooting the 1-and-1. Third foul against Mitchell. Huff unable to hit, but there's the offensive board. Ball poked loose from Swaim. And then taken right back. It's Huff to Campbell. Corner three. Looks good. Is good. E.J. Campbell with another three. (76-51). Less than 5 to play. E.J. Campbell, 14 points, playing with 4 fouls. This ball thrown straight out of bounds. Huff, Campbell, here on the drive, getting around the defensive pressure is Dylon Hanna. Swaim looking to pick up the third charge against the Columbia offense, and Dylon Hanna contorts his body in midair to avoid the offensive foul call. Puts it in for 2. Here he goes again. Hanna off the backboard and then put in by Young. Aaron Young, he was looking for the jam, and Dylon Hanna just popped it off the glass for him to lay it back through and put Columbia at the 80-point mark. And here for Squabbletown, we have the hometown kids coming into play. Titan Calise, Noah Wright, and Cole Williams, the freshman guard from Petaluma, the former Bear Cub, be coming into play. The final 3 minutes, 42 seconds. But Titan Calise the former Somerville Bear. He's the freshman guard standing at 6'2". And then what I would always mention in the Sonora Wildcat broadcast, the three-point king of Sonora, Noah Wright, the 5'9" freshman guard. Phenomenal numbers from outside. At one point his senior year, he was shooting 70% from three. Calise will inbound. He gets his first touch today. Noah Wright most likely staying on the outside. He's in front of the claim jumper bench. And it's Young bringing it across, calling out the play. Calise will head to the top. Williams swinging. Push down to the middle. Noah Wright gets a little open space. Front iron out to Swaim, who will head the other direction. Smokes the layup. Put back won't go. Second chance opportunity. That one falls through for Xavier Francis. Williams thought about taking it to Calise in the corner, but Swaim was in the middle. Williams all the way. The finger roll and the scoop got all 31 flavors. Williams on the defense, cutting off the lane, the block, but also a hand down low that drew contact. That'll be a foul and more free throws for the Rams, Xavier Francis. Francis able to knock down the first, and we'll get a new claim jumper with Gray Footman, one of the starting five, back in as they give Colbert a break. Most likely just resting up for their next battle, as they'll be on a road stretch to Merced and Reedley next week. One for two, second one misses. Williams rebound, hand off to Young. Calise in one corner, Wright in the other. Turnover for the claim jumpers puts it back into the hands of the Rams. 82-56 with just over 2 minutes left to play in the Oak Pavilion. Williams back on the D. Getting back down, protecting the paint. Put his hand on the leather again, and another jump ball. Cole Williams stops him from going up. Possession arrow favors Fresno City, so they'll get the inbound under the basket to score on. Three ball. No. Once again, Calise and Wright splitting the corners. Williams, the attack, fouled again. More free throws to Columbia. Cole Williams only at the free throw line 4 times this year, 3 of 4 for 75%. And the broadcaster's jinx strikes again. My producer just said I was fired. Williams 0 for 2 this time. "15-foot jumper. Catches the rim, hangs on for a second, but falls out to the rebound of Young. Final 90 seconds in Columbia in tonight's Central Valley Conference battle. Williams pulls up. offensive board, poked out and out of bounds. It'll stay with the Claim Jumpers. Looking for the inbound, has to get it in. Eventually flies it up to right with plenty of space. There it is. The three-point king of Sonora returns in Columbia. It's Noah Wright. Only his second made three of the season. The freshman earning some minutes and showing off his ability from 20-plus feet. Shot won't go. Minutes turns to seconds. Young scanning the court, taking the drive all the way through, blocked from behind by Clausel. Nearly taken by Calise, who is doing the work. Williams again standing in front, but a little bit too much contact. Played great defense on the initial attack, but then brought his hands down on top of the shooter, which is always a no-no. The first one for Backy Clausel will fall through. One of two players coming from Brooklyn, New York. Playing at Canarsie High School over there on the East Coast. About an 8-second difference between shot and game clock. The Claim Jumpers have to get at least one final shot off. Backdoor, Williams trying to rise up to level 10. Forced to go on the reverse and denied by the bottom of the backboard. Just 16 seconds left. The three-point shot from the corner will be fought for on the rebound, and then we have another foul. Terrell Sutherland, the freshman from Fresno, at the free throw line. 18 of 25 this season when shooting from the nail. That's 72%. And as we were about to close out, I'd like to remind you one more time of Super Saturday happening next Saturday at Delta College, hosted by Venture Academy. 6-game slate of the best high school basketball you can ask for, all in one place. Join us in person at Delta College or online for all the Super Saturday action on NorCal Sports TV. There is the final buzzer, and the Claim Jumpers have another win. 85-60, staying perfect in Central Valley Conference play. 8-0 and move on to 18-4 overall, while Fresno City will be bumped down to 2-6, 7-15 overall. The next games for Columbia will be on the road at Merced on February 4th, followed up by a Saturday game at Reedley on February 7th. The next home game, West Hills Lemoore comes to town. Hopefully, I'm not going to promise it yet, but hopefully we will be right here for you on NorCal Sports TV. But until next time, for my producer, Jeremy Hurtado, for Mason Phillips, and for Claude Parkin, I've been the voice of choice, Levi Flores. We will see you next time.